Hey guys, my name is Rohit Singh and I welcome to my channel Developer Geeks Hub. Well, this is the playlist for C++ programming language. In the previous video, we saw what are looping statements and we understood different kinds of looping statement that you can check that out in the I button popping in your screen. In this video, we will understand what are the different types of jump statements and then we'll practically see how we can implement the jump statements in our program. Basically, there are four different kinds of jump statement. The first one and the most popular one is the break statement. In the conditioning video where we saw if else and switch cases, we saw the break statement which helps us to break the loop or to terminate the particular braces, or you can say the block there itself. So we use break statement there, and continue statement is used to basically skip a particular statement below it. So we will practically see what is a continue statement, and Goto statement is basically to jump from a particular block or a particular line to a particular line. It can be below that, it can be above that. Basically it's like a reader and a tag thing, wherein which there would be a trigger and there would be a location where it goes and where the target compiler goes there. So this is how the Goto statement works. We will see the syntax too. And then there is something called as a return statement, or the return statement, which basically returns the value. It's not a function, it's basically an object, and it helps us to return a value. It either can be a 0, right, and when it returns a value, it means that the program is terminated there, or a particular block is terminated there. If I give an example of int main, we often write return 0. Return means the whole block or this or the particular section is terminated at the point of return, right? And 0 basically means that this program is returning the value without any error. So that 0 basically means 0 errors. Now let's understand these four jump statements practically in our C++ compiler. Let's first understand what is a break statement. We will create a for loop which will run from initialization of I is equal to 0 to let's take 20, and we will increment it in the update statement. Basically we will find all the numbers like 11, right? If we found the number 11, we will break, since it will run from 0 to 20, right? So we can write if I is equal to 11, then we can write found in the bracket, double quotes here, and we will break. So what will happen in this, that it will run from 0 to 10, and when it will found 11, it will break. So outside the loop, let's see for how many elements this is traversing, right? Now let's try to run. Okay, I forgot to write the semicolon. Now let's try to run now. Okay, let's add an ending of the line or new line here. Okay, so now you can see that it is searching from 0, 1, 2, 3, and it is ending to 11, and you can see that it is it's written found, and after that nothing is printed. So this is how basically a break statement works, people. Now let's see how we can do a continue, or how does a continue statement works. Now we will try to print even numbers by using continue statement. Basically I %2 is nothing but modulus. It will give the reminder. If the reminder is 0, it means it is even, right? So what we will do is that we will remove this, and we will, instead of writing anything, we will write continue. Continue is basically to skip, and in the else part we will write the value of I with some space. If I print this, it is built successfully, and you can see that it is printing the even number. The reason is because it is continuing, or you can say it is skipping the odd numbers. Let's write in the comments. Now let's see what happens if we remove this else part and write this in the if condition. Now let's try to print. You can see it is not going to the else part because there is no else part, because if the condition is happening then it will continue, if not it will keep on doing or traversing in the regular basis, right? Now let's see and understand. Now let's see how it will work for odd numbers, right? You can see guys, it is printing from 1 to 19 and skipping one element in between. Now let's see that how does a goto statement works. Basically goto is the keyword, and then after we will create a label of any name. I have named it label, and then we will write a colon there, and then we will write any block of statement like cout I have written there, and after that we will increment the value of I to I plus plus. Basically this is the post incrementation that we have seen in the previous video. You can check that out. Now what we will do is that we will add a condition to the goto statement that it should the value of I should not be equal to 4, right? If it becomes 4 then it will skip. Now let's try and run. You can see that it is printing 0 1 2 3. It means what it's happening is that guys, it will print 0 first, then after it will print 0, then after it will increment the value of I to 1, then after it will check the condition that is I1 is equal to 4. No, it is not. Then it will go to the go to label, then it will go to the label again and it will go to the top and it will print again the value of 1. Then it will increment eventually to 2 and 3. When the value of I becomes 4, then we can say that if condition would be false and it won't go inside the block, therefore it would be skipped and it will return the value there itself. That's the reason it is printing till 4. Well guys, the return statement needs a little basic about functions and its type, so we'll understand the return statement in the next video. Well, that's all from my side guys. If you do find this video informative, like, share and subscribe to our channel if you are new in this. Well, the next video will be on the major topic of functions. Functions are one of the very, you can say, a building block of programming of a programming in real world. So we will understand what are the different types of function, and we will understand what are arguments, what are parameters, return type and the syntax too. Well, stay tuned and see you in the next video.